My dear friends, today I will show you a modified direct emulsification technique in soft cataract. After making the both side port, now inject the 0.6% trypan blue dye and after 6 to 10 seconds wash it. Now inject 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. Make a cystitome and start the rhexis. I am making continuous curvilinear capsular rhexis of adequate size. In case of soft cataract, you can make the small rhexis, while in hard cataract, it should be large. See how I am making the continuous curvilinear capsular rhexis. Now rhexis is completed. After making the rhexis, inject again 2% HPMC. And then make a main port by using 2.8 steel keratome. See, it is biplanar incision. Of course, triplanar incision is better than the biplanar incision. Now, do the hydrodissection and hydrodelineation. See, the fluid wave is passing from posterior surface of the lens. And after doing the hydro procedures, inject HPMC and rotate the nucleus with the help of cystitome. Free rotation of the nucleus indicate there is no any corticocapsular addition. Now this is time to start the phacoemulsification surgery. Remember, while doing the phacosurgery in soft cataract, your phacotip should be small, while in hard cataract it should be larger one. After emulsifying some superficial cortex, make a trench of adequate size. Rotate the nucleus and then try to embed the phacotip and do the chop. In this case, I tried multiple times for chopping but could not succeed. Then I lifted the nucleus in the anterior chamber. See how I am doing this maneuver. This nucleus is very brittle. Again, could not succeed. Here, I could able to hold the nucleus, and now I am trying to lift it in the bag. After lifting the nucleus, give some support from lens dialer and emulsify supracapsular nuclear piece like this. In this maneuver, you will be able to emulsify entire nuclear mass in few seconds. In this surgery, I have used a very little power. My power is only 40, flow rate is 70, 60 to 70, and vacuum is 300. After emulsifying the nuclear pieces, inject HPMC and then remove the remaining cortex with the help of Synco cannula. You can use bimanual irrigation aspiration cannula or coaxial cannula for this maneuver. Subincisional cortex can be removed by using the Synco cannula from right-sided side port. Once you inject the cannula from right side port, posterior capsules goes behind, and here I am very safe to do the cortical removal. Now do the hydropolis. By this maneuver, all the small cortical cells become removed from the posterior capsular surface, and this will prevent the PCO formation. Now inject HPMC and implant the intraocular lens. In this case, I am using IQ lens from Alcon. It is hydrophobic aspheric intraocular lens. Load the lens in the cartridge after wetting it with HPMC, and then put this cartridge and get ready to implant the IOL. Try to implant leading haptics in the bag and dial the trailing haptics with the help of cystitome like this. Now lens is in the bag. After implanting the intraocular lens, remove the HPMC thoroughly. Don't leave any part of the HPMC inside the anterior chamber. Otherwise, it will raise the intraocular pressure post-operatively and will create pain to the patient on that day and pain to the operating surgeon on next day. Go posterior to the lens and remove the HPMC completely. Now inject 0.1 ml pilocarpine and wash it thoroughly. I used pilocarpine injection in every case because I never put pad bandage after surgery, and this helps in better visualization on the same day to the patient. Now inject preservative free moxifloxacin and then do the hydration of the both side port. Hydrate main right sided side port and then left sided side port. Check the wound integrity and then do the final lavage. Thank you for watching this video, and my special thanks for Happy Raksha Bandhan.